Guys, welcome back to my channel. Kwaba. It is your baby girl right here, Mansa. If today is your first time stopping by to watch any of my videos, you're most definitely welcome. And if you're an old subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to watch another video. It's day 2 of quarantine. As promised, I am going to be doing 14 days of amazing content for all of you. So today I have for you a story time which happened a few years ago. I'm going to be sharing all of it with you guys. So if you're interested, keep on watching. I'm going to be using the Milk Hydro Grip Primer for the outer parts of my face, and then I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever Step 1 Primer for the middle part of my face, like my T-zone area, because we are going for like a mattifying look for this video. Yeah, so this happened like when I was in JHS 3 going on to SHS. So in my final year of JHS, yeah, that's when this thing happened. So we're preparing for our mocks, like, you know, usually we write mocks. Those are like trial exams for our final paper. So we have just started writing our mocks. I think we had just one mock before our WASI. Before our BEC, sorry. So yeah, we started going for these classes. We were about 6 students that we were all friends, 5 girls and 2 boys. We used to attend these classes after school. And prior to that, our headmistress had already warned us about going for that classes. She said she didn't want us to attend that particular classes because she heard the man gives apport. Apport is just like, he kind of gives you questions, or he leaks the questions before any major exams. So she doesn't want that because we're a Christian school and blah blah blah. But I mean, we just knew that the teacher was good, so we just wanted to attend some classes that would give us like extra tuition or extra knowledge for our exams. So I'm going to be using the Oma Beauty foundation mixed with my Pacifica foundation. This is the Pacifica Alight foundation in the shade Deep Cool, yeah, 01 CD. That's what's written here. Okay, so our headmistress has already told us that so we're very cautious each time we had to attend the classes, because she had set spies for us, and then they were all over the place, you know, and they kept sending her reports of who is attending and who is not. So we literally had to hide sometimes when we are going for that classes. But hey, we were stubborn and we knew what we wanted, so we weren't going to let anything stop us. Fast forward, we continued going for the classes. We were preparing for our mocks, as I already said. So let's say our headmistress told us that our next mock was going to be on, let's say, Monday. So on Friday, we went for our classes like a normal day. We were very normal. Then at the end of the class, our teacher told us to wait. So let's call this class's teacher Mr. A. So Mr. A says, all those from school, all those from my junior high school, wait behind. So we say, okay, we're going to wait. So after classes, we go to him and we're like, hey, say why, what's up? Like those things, you know, because we already knew. Fine, he doesn't give up, but if he has any clue as to, you know, what's happening, he will always tell us. And unfortunately for my headmistress, unfortunately for us, the school, or the, let me say, academy, or the institution that she went to take to set questions, okay, this Mr. A has a link with him. He knows the people. So we didn't even have that information, but he gave us some questions. At the end of the day, he gave us some questions that, hey, you guys should go and try your hands on these questions. I am reliably informed that this is what is going to come into your mock. So obviously nobody likes learning things, so we did. We're very, very happy. So we took the questions, we went home, over the weekend we were solving our questions, hoping and praying that it will come into them. Personally, yeah, I didn't put all my hope on those questions because I knew that anything could happen and then probably the questions will not show up. So hey, like, your girl has to learn. So me, I prepared adequately regardless of the fact that we had questions from our teacher. So Monday comes along, we're all just, excited. It was not excited too, we're all panicking literally because it was a day of the mock. And I think we had 2 papers on that day. I think science and ICT also. And then those were the 2 papers our teacher gave us, like our study teacher gave us. So Charlie, me the and I'm a real woman dream. I studied, overstudied, and above studied all the questions. I literally chewed everything into my mind. And he also gave us the marking scheme. You believe? He literally gave us the marking scheme for the questions. So we're intact. Like, if those questions had dropped, Mamma Mia, it was going to be late because I had really studied adequately for it. And also I had really mastered the questions. So I'm just setting my eyebrows as well. I usually have oily eyebrows, so I'm just putting a bit of the powder over them so that they don't get oily. Yes, so I'm going to be powder contouring real quick before we continue with our story. So in the morning when we came to school, like on Monday, the 5 of us, so the 2 boys weren't part of us, but the 5 of us, the girls, we decided to go on contouring with my black radiance powder. So we decided to, like, go and go over questions, go and read over quickly before it was time for like the actual mock to start. So we went to the library and we're just going through our questions. But me, I didn't bring the questions the teacher gave us, Mr. A gave us. I didn't bring it to school. I didn't bring the marking scheme, nothing. I just jotted down some of the points in my notebook. But a couple of the other girls brought their papers. I think one person brought her paper. Cool. For some strange reason, I just left mine. I didn't want trouble outside. What if somebody sees me holding it, those kind of things. So I was just like, nah, I'm not going to bring this paper to school. So yeah, one of the girls brought it. So we're using her paper for reference. We're discussing, like, very, low key in the library. We're just discussing. I'm using my NW58 powder. We're just discussing the questions low key, just going over, making sure everybody, was set. Like, at least all 5 of us, like, had a good idea of, like, everything was judged. So I don't know. I really don't know what happened, but I will talk about that a bit later. So we just finished discussing, and it was now time to go and sit in the exam hall. So we all found our seats, we sat down, and then they started sharing the papers. Guys, at this point I was panicking, like my stomach was turning because I wasn't sure if, like, our questions were going to come through, like if everything was going to go well. What if it doesn't come through and then something bad goes? Charlie, I was in a mess. But I just calmed down, I relaxed, and then they started sharing the papers. So yeah, everybody was quiet. So like they shared the papers to, like, let's say my side. So when I opened the pamphlet, I saw that it was the questions. Guys, oh, I was too excited. Like, I couldn't even hide my joy. I was too excited, but I just had to, compose myself because I was the only one who knew what was going on in my mind. I was so excited that our questions had finally pulled through. So immediately they finished sharing the questions for everybody. Then I heard, "Good afternoon, everybody." Oh, was it good afternoon? No, "Good morning, everybody." Then I turned. So when I turned, it's my headmistress. Then, well, like, good morning, Mrs. So and so. So we greet her, and then she's like, she has an announcement. At this point, I'm like, sis, what are you come to talk about at this very crucial moment when I know that my questions have come true? Like, everything is lit. What are you come to talk about? So this woman is like, oh, she has an announcement. Then we are like, okay. Then she's like, so some of you, just this small mock that we are using to help you guys, and then we're using it to test your ability. Some of you have miraculously gotten the questions. Guys, at this point, yeah, my heart just sank. I was like, what is this woman talking about? Is she referring to us? What's happening? So I'm just panicking in my seat, but I'm not looking back because I didn't want to look at her face. So she repeats it again, and then this time I turn around, and the moment my eyes meet hers, she's like, sheets. You guys have gone to find the questions. You guys are cheating your mates. We have set questions to test you guys, and some of you are going to get the questions. Sheets. Guys. At this point, I'm just like, oh shit. This woman knows everything, okay? She knows everything. What happened? How did this happen? Like, what time? Because we were super careful, like, in all our dealings, like everything that had to do with like our paper, showing the marking scheme, we literally didn't tell anybody. So at this point, I'm just confused. Like, everything was just a hot mess. So you can imagine the chaos that came with this, because everybody was like, how? What is happening? What is this I'm talking about? Because they are lost, but clearly we know what's happening. So fast forward, mock gets cancelled. So we get called into her office. There's 7 of us. Then she's like, yeah, I know you guys attend that classes, and I'm sure it's that man that gave you guys the questions, and blah 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 blah. And you guys are like, I'm really disappointed in you, and this. You went to look for a call. Like, this is just to help you. Guys, there was a sermon on the mount. Like, this woman literally spoke for hours. Then the next thing is assembly. So she called for an assembly. This thing is no joke. She called all the Form 3s for like an assembly. And then she spoke to us saying that some of us had gone to get the questions. That's how come they had to cancel the mock, and these are the culprits. So they called us out, came to stand in front of assembly. How embarrassing. Guys, how embarrassing. Wow. So later in the day, she had still not given us our punishment. So she said she was going to consult with some of the teachers, and we were going to decide on what punishment to give us. So cool. We're all chilled waiting for our punishment. So I'm just going to spray my face real quick with the MAC Fix Plus Rose Water. Our punishment was to clean the library where we were studying, and we were caught. So after this, I'm going to tell you how we were caught, how I found out about the whole, incident, how we were even caught in the first place. So our punishment was to clean the library. So for like a week, we would just come to school in the morning. We won't join our mates. Our mates were busy learning. We were missing classes just to clean the library. So I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in melon. So we're the official cleaners of the school. So later in the day, we're doing like our investigations to find out how we were caught, because it didn't make any sense. It's either one of us went to tell somebody we had the questions, or somebody saw us at the library. So I think one of the girls was coming to the library or so, and she overheard one of our conversations, and then she assumed that we had the questions. And then she used to sit close to the girl who brought her paper and then her marking scheme too. school. So I think that she went to check in her bag or something, and then she found it. Like after, you know, when we're about to settle in for the exam, usually go and put your bags like outside. That's what we do in Ghana here. So you go and put your bags like outside the class, put all your books outside the class so that nobody can like peek through their bags and stuff. So I think she like looked through her bag, or she saw her putting the questions in her bag or something of that sort. But she was shy to like go and report. So she went to tell our head girl at the time, and our head girl went with her to go and report to our headmistress. I really don't know, but that's the story I heard. I don't know how true it is. I haven't confronted any of them about this incident to even find out the truth. I don't care to know because it happened a long time ago. And I mean, yes, so that is our story. We were shamefully caught. Okay, so yeah guys, we've come to the end of this video. I hope you guys learned a thing or two. I created this beautiful look today for you guys whilst I told you my story of how I got caught cheating, but it was all fun, it was all good. I mean, we learned out of it, we become better people. So yes, it's a good experience. Sometimes when some of these things happen to you in life, you learn from it. So thank you so much for joining me today. See you same time tomorrow. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and join this family. Leave me a comment down below what you think of this whole story, this shebang, and all of that. I would love to hear from you. Also, don't forget to subscribe. I would love to see you come back. See you same time tomorrow. May that be brave. Bye.